Yeah.
What's your sweet spot with builds?
For me, I like to be in control of the game at all times. So mainly try to be a small guard because I want to be fast, be able to make those reads, be able to make the defense drop down and make a read to my teammates. Or I can't lie, I love to score. I done scored 100 in the rec before, so yeah, he has too. I've seen it, but yeah. Normally I make a point guard, but then I go lock. I'm a really like I coach basketball. So
see that defense wins games. Defense.
I coach basketball too. And so when I'm out there, I'm like, come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. That's the same way on a lock. When I'm on my lock, I'm getting 12, 13 steals a game. That's really how I.
And you've got it on 2K Sports for Wednesday night action in the NBA. We'll watch the Chicago Bulls in this one as they go up against the Los Angeles Clippers. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. And the Clippers starting five. Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. The veteran wings, Powell and Leonard. And it's Harden in at the point guard. And for Chicago, Lonzo Ball out there with Kobe White. Then it's Buzelis, and it's Vucevic, and it's Giddey in at the 3 spot. There should be plenty of action down in the painted area tonight, Greg, with the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, I love to see skilled bigs dueling down low. Kind of a throwback in some ways, but there's still plenty of physicality in the modern game.
Now here's Leonard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Josh Giddey.
Brent, Kawhi Leonard seems to be at his best. He is his most incredible when it matters the most.
Yeah, I think we sometimes tend to forget about how dominant Kawhi was in the performances at the biggest moments during the NBA Finals with his MVP awards, and it's mostly due to the fact that injuries have taken him away from those moments. But it's all in there. He is capable of dominating a game on both sides of the floor, Kevin, and I hope that there's another opportunity for us as fans to see him have one more crack at that, if not a couple more, before his career is over.
Brent, I've always thought the stoic demeanor of Kawhi Leonard was very imposing for an opponent.
Well, there's just no rattling, right, Kevin? How many times have you seen Kawhi Leonard get outside of himself, react to a call, become emotional? Now, as a teammate, you have to have an understanding that he might not motivate you in that way, but certainly as an opponent, it's intimidating. I remember playing against John Stockton and Karl Malone much in the same way. Emotionless, relentless, that's sometimes intimidating for an opponent.
Giddey kicks the ball. He dishes it to White. There's the pass to Giddey. Driving in, here's Vucevic. Excellent defense there from Zubac. Well, it was the Clippers. Their last game, a loss to the Pistons in Detroit.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Well, it can affect your confidence, not just as the player shooting, but the entire team. So defenses might get a little bit more aggressive, and then you got to think about the next free throw.
Now, here's Ball. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Harden against Ball. Shoots it up. Chicago grabs the miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. White against Powell. Here's Zubac. They shoot again, and the layup is good.
Boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Ball, the pass to Vucevic. Passes it to Giddey. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
Now, here's Ball. Now, here's Giddey. Lock at 6. A wide open look here for Vucevic. Offensive rebound. Ball, no good.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Leonard. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
Already such a complete offensive player, yet every year Kawhi Leonard develops his handle just a little bit more.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls. Last time they met was in Los Angeles, where they beat the Clippers.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
Round of applause for your Bulls Youth Dance Team.
Here's a look at some stats for Vucevic. He's been a factor for them over the last month. He's averaging 15 points a game, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists. And guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
Well, he looks to score, and he looks to score often.
Ball kicks to White. They need this one. Bank shot, no good.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Brent, we know that James Harden has won 3 consecutive scoring titles in his past. But now, he really has worked on his game and changed his game to a degree.
Well, that's true, Kevin. Also, the system around him has changed. I mean, what they leaned into in Houston for James Harden to become an offense unto himself was unique at the time. James is a little bit older. He's playing with a different set of players that bring their own skill sets, but he's much more of a passer. He led the league in assists in 2023, so all of his offensive ability has not gone away. It's just manifesting itself in a different form right now.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Zach Collins comes in for Nikola Vucevic, and Smith subbed in for Josh Giddey. The Clippers also changing it up. Simmons comes in for Ivica Zubac, and it's Bogdan Bogdanovic in for Kawhi Leonard. Now here's Simmons. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. The shot by Powell, no good. Bulls trail by 8. Here's Buzelis, and then Buzelis with the dunk.
How about that finish by Buzelis, the rookie, getting it done.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, I got a few minutes with Billy Donovan. Well, he's worried about a number of issues, and front of the center, James Harden. He said James will dissect you. It's hard to speed him up and hard to slow him down. He's their catalyst. But he thinks if they do a good job on Harden, they have a good shot at winning. Guys?
Thanks, David. Pass to Collins. White looking around. From outside the arc, gets the three-pointer to fall.
And you have got to honor White on the perimeter. Once he gets comfortable from there, it's going to be bad news for the defense.
Now here's Powell. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Jones. There's the dish to Harden. For the 3. Buzelis grabs the board. outside ball. 44 seconds left in the first. And it's White missing.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Harden finds Bogdanovich. Chicago grabs the miss.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Collins, good.
Strong suit on offense is Collins getting down on the inside.
Clippers leading by 3. And here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. White, wide open. He fires. Connects from three-point range. White's got 6.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Clippers lead by 2. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, that worked wonders for them in the quarter. We'll see what kind of adjustments get made.
Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
So with Harden on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. And small and power forwards, Leonard and Batum. Then there's Drew Eubanks. Then there's Dunn, and it's Coffey in at the shooting guard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Chris Dunn picks one up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Chicago shooting their first free throws of the night.
And they shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
And he makes the first. That one drops. He ties it up. Brent, when you talk about the Clippers franchise, and you appreciate this so much, their first superstar was really Bob McAdoo.
And what a tremendous talent. You know, most people remember Bob McAdoo with his years with the Lakers. But, man, when he was with the Buffalo Braves, 3 straight scoring titles, was the league MVP in 1975. Sorry, Dad. Some people still consider him the club's best player ever.
Now here's Jones. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Shot clock at 5. Here's Phillips. A miss that time would have put him up. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. My highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck. The breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. Now here's Giddey. He's coming off a 25-point game against Philadelphia. Here's Coffey. He's defended by Herder. Coffey can't get it to go. The Bulls trailing. The pass to Giddey. Shoots over Leonard. And Giddey gets it to go.
Well, pretty sturdy inside. Giddey's got that size and ready to battle.
Here's Coffey. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Pistons in Detroit. Done outside. Tries again. And Jones pulls it down. The Bulls have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. On the wing, Giddey. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively. And his touch has left him in this quarter nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
The Clippers shooting at ghastly 26% from the field. Their offensive game looking completely out of whack.
And we continue to see Leonard and his patience being able to deliver the ball like that.
Chicago calls timeout. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Smith checked in for Chicago. Kobe White comes in for Trey Jones. Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. James Harden comes in for Amir Coffey. Smith dishes to White. Bulls moving the ball around. Herder, no good. The Clippers in the lead. Got a piece of it. Here's Dunn. Chicago grabs the miss. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, I think they prepared to face more defensive pressure, and that one didn't happen, and boy, they just rolled.
It took just a little bit of time, but once they figured out the D on that night, man, their offense was rolling.
Now here's Harden. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Pistons in Detroit.
And equally impressive on the backboards. I thought his rebounding was huge.
And Zubac has proven that Brent, there's still a place in the league for old school centers.
Well, I think he plays, Kevin, with a combination of talent around him that allows him to situate himself right where he needs to be. Impactful around the basket, a huge rebounding presence, a guy that brings some physicality, and he's been in a perfect slot to show why it is he's such a valuable NBA player.
And Chicago shooting at ghastly 26% from the field. Their offensive game looking completely out of whack. And there it is for him.
The nasty handles of White, just so gifted at putting on a show with moves like that.
Here's Dunn. The Bulls getting the bucket. Pass to Leonard. 1:19 left in the first half. Leonard chewing him up inside.
Working some magic inside. Leonard so polished.
Outside, White. Pass to Herder. Overdone. And it's off the back rim. No good.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots or release spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Now, here's Dunn. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Pistons in Detroit.
And it was a huge night for him at the other end as well. How about the steals? And he was just a big headache the entire game.
Smith, no good. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for Los Angeles. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Lobs it up for Zubac. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Wow. Zubac way up.
Now White. 1 second left. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Clippers ahead, up 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks so much. Kawhi, you seem to be so at ease out there. How much is that helping your game?
It's helping me out a lot. Just coming in the game relaxed, just with more intensity. I mean, my teammates are getting me involved on the offensive end. I'm playing great on defense. We just got to keep it up second half and not let it up.
Hey, Kawhi, thank you very much for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. A pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They led by 2 after the first. They gained a little ground there in the second quarter. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
It's been an aggressive approach for them at the offensive end. Getting the ball inside and getting as many points as possible close to the rim. So far, so good. They have a nice edge in the points in the paint.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Terrible execution deal, offensive end, rushing things, taking bad shots. Here's the thought. Pound the ball inside. With higher percentage looks, get yourself to the line, get back on track.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Now, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. They've got Josh Giddey, who's Ellis out there with Vucevic, and it's Kobe White, and it's Ball in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
Well, the fact that he has that many rebounds for a guy of his size and stature shows you he truly cares about grabbing possessions off the rim.
Jones in the post. He's covered by Ball. Shot clock at 6. Here's Harden. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got his 5th rebound in this one. Zubac's no good.
You talk about things at halftime and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Ball against Harden. Ball, the pass to Vucevic. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Harden outside, takes the 3. Another miss by Harden.
Been a struggle for him tonight, but if they can make this lead hold up, he can just chalk this up as one of those nights.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Kobe White became one of the top candidates last season for Most Improved Player. He says, I always tried to just let the work show. I wanted to prove that I could be a starting guard in this league. I've just got to continue to get better every day, be aggressive, and be who I am. Kevin, back to you.
All right, D.A., love that attitude.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Ball kicks to White. For the tie, and it's the Clippers with the rebound.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
Aggressive move inside from Kawhi.
Kawhi like a robot out there just shrugging off the contact. Beep, boop, pop, pop.
Ball, the bounce pass. Poked away. Pass to Buzelis. White dishes the ball. It's up a 3. And Jones pulls it down. Clippers leading by 4. To the paint. And the dunk by Powell.
How about Norman Powell and his vertical prowess there?
The Bulls have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. When you think about James Harden, he's had such an effect on the game. Brent, they changed the rules because of him.
Well, it's interesting, Kevin, because you can think about it a couple of ways. There was a system change for James Harden to try the system, and then, as James has said himself, he became the system. So leaning into all of the analytics of basketball, you have to have somebody who can represent all of the things that system would require, and it came in the form of the beard for many years. And that kind of offensive output is something that is going to be, we'll be hard-pressed to see that again, Kevin.
First one falls for him.
Now, Norman Powell settling in and understanding more and more of who he is at the professional level. He's a scorer, and he can shoot the 3 at a high clip.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Collins checked in for Vucevic. Smith comes in for Josh Giddey. And Trey Jones subbed in for White. The Clippers also changing it up. Eubanks, he's checked in for Zubac. Bogdan Bogdanovic comes in for Leonard. And it's Ben Simmons in for James Harden.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Now here's Ball. No scoring in this one.
I've not seen him shoot this poorly, guys, in a game this season.
And Bogdanovic kicks to Simmons. Back to Bogdanovic. And the rejection by Smith. Jones with it. Outguarded by Simmons. Inside, Collins. Can't hit from in close. Los Angeles leading by 8. It's Powell on the wing. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game.
2 minutes remaining in the fourth.
Simmons passes to Powell. From the arc. Sinks the triple.
Norman Powell.
Powell's got 7 points in the game.
Excellent work from Powell in the pick and roll action.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Collins kicks the ball. Looking to end the run. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
First personal foul.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
Well, if we add another thing to it, it's about the urgency they've played with. I mean, you look at the eyes of these guys. They're focused, wanting to get up tempo, and that's helped them score on the fast break.
And the first one drops. And the Bulls making a change here. Phillips has checked in. And then for Los Angeles, Amir Coffey comes in for Powell. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Derek Jones. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 1:37 left to play in the third. Collins against Simmons. And that one is good.
Ben Simmons.
Simmons got the lead up to 11 now for the Clippers.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Outside Collins. That one, no good. Simmons with the defensive effort.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Ball against Dunn. Kicks it out to Jones. 44 seconds left in the third quarter. Outside Collins. The Bulls with another miss. Now the Clippers with it. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Dunn passes to Coffey. Ball with the rebound. Bulls trail by 11. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And pushing it up. Here's the Clippers. From way outside. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Los Angeles. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. The guard pair, it's Harden and Powell. Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3, the small forward. And here's ball. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Pass to Buzelis. He takes it in. It's good. The assist that time from Ball.
Slick drive by Buzelis. He moves well for a guy that size.
Harden surveying the D. Dishes it to Powell. It's Jones on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go with a 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Vucevic has got rebound number 8 now on the night. And then Buzelis with the dunk.
It doesn't take much to get Buzelis up to the rim. He just pops off the floor and is right there.
The pass to Powell. Here's Zubac. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And a chance now to take a look at the schedule for the Chicago Bulls. On Friday, they'll host the Toronto Raptors. Then on Sunday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Indiana, going up against the Pacers.
And for that matchup with the Magic, it's going to be a battle for this group. You get the feeling they'll need to be at their sharpest if they want to come away with a victory.
And it's Harden with the ball for Los Angeles. They've led by as many as 14 points. Chicago grabs the miss.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
White against Zubac. 9 feet out. Here's Vucevic. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Clippers leading by 10. Here's Powell. And the Clippers miss again.
If you told me this was the kind of game he was going to have, I would not have expected them to be in front right now.
And it's White missing. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. It's Harden with the drive. And the jam by Harden.
The finesse from Harden there. That's great stuff.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Zubac against Vucevic. Here's Paul. The rebound by Harden. Harden's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
Hey, Greg, Kobe White has proven he can run the show.
Well, he's more than just a scorer. He's become a quality playmaker with better decision-making. But his biggest improvement has been his efficiency.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for White. And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Right? You think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
The athleticism and blinding speed White possesses is impressive. This guy plays with a lot of moxie.
Now here's Powell. Kicks it to Leonard. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
Bulls ball.
Bulls trail by 10. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Down low. Here's Vucevic. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. The Clippers have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Passes to Powell. 6 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Giddey. The Bulls shooting a rough 22% so far in this one.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
To the middle. Here's Vucevic. Excellent defense there from Zubac. Los Angeles leading by 10. Inside. Harden outside. Leonard inside. White's there. And it's Leonard missing. And it's the Bulls with the ball. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. And it's White missing. LA has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Powell with it. Defended by Giddey.
There's an underrated scoring aspect to Norman Powell and what he can do. He can drive inside or he can knock down a jumper. It's a tough cover.
At the line for the Clippers, Norman Powell. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, can't sleep on Powell defensively. He will step up and start to pour it in.
And so Powell nails both of them.
Timeout
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 12. 1:19 left to play in the final quarter.
All right, fans, the loudest section in here right now gets free T-shirts.
Take a look at the New Balance player of the game, James Harden.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
He'd finally had enough of their losing streak, and it's going to take something special to regain some kind of momentum. And his effort has been very special tonight.
Certainly, Nikola can hit threes, but come on. He's a 7-footer with touch. Those inside shots, they work too.
And the Clippers call time here. They're up by 10. We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter. Gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He told them it's all about maintaining the lead. He told them he knows it's easy to get comfortable when you're in this position, that they need to keep the pressure on. Guys?
Thank you, David.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Los Angeles.
This is a game where the defense, steals specifically, generating a lot of opportunities.
And it created possessions for them, scoring opportunities, and that effort, a big part of what will be a nice victory here tonight.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for James Harden.
And with all these assists, it's obvious how well that he can see the entirety of the floor out there. If an easy bucket is to be had, he'll find it.
Ball from long range. And he's good on the three ball. Bulls got it back down to single digits for the Bulls. And guys, they could just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
Ball against Harden. So the Clippers with the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Kawhi, how satisfied are you with your team's performance tonight in this win?
We did a great job tonight. You know, we got to come in every game with the defensive hat on first, and we did that tonight. We made shots, and we ended up winning the game.
You took it to them when it mattered, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Thank you for that, David. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you next time.